Sawadee Hi, you're watching Hello English, your English program. I'm your host, Tayra. Now, on our show, we presented many delicious Thai desserts in the past, and they've all had their special characteristics. And today, we have another dessert that we would like to show you. It's very common in Thailand, but it's not in its usual form. What am I talking about? Let's go find out in English Magazine.
Thai mung bean cake is a modern dessert that was adapted from an old-fashioned Thai dessert. The inventor is Jantira Nawatit Panit, the director of the Thai Dessert Preservation Center. She employed her handicraft skills and sculpting skills similar to the way wax is molded to make fancy candles for the beginning of the rain's retreat.
ขนมปี๊วิจิตรสามารถทำรูปแบบได้หลากหลายไม่ว่าจะทำเป็นรูปดอกไม้จะเป็นดอกกุหลาบดอกกล้วยไม้หรือทำเป็นรูปตัวการ์ตูนต่างๆก็ทำได้นะครับในขนาดที่จะทำนี้ก็สามารถทำได้ตั้งแต่ชิ้นเล็กๆเลยเหมือนขนมเปี๊ยะทั่วๆไปหรือจะทำใหญ่ขึ้นมาเป็นขนาดเค้ก1 ปอนด์2 ปอนด์ก็ทำได้หมดเลยครับ
Let's see how to make Thai mung bean cakes. First is the outer layer dough. The ingredients are wheat flour, vegetable oil, water, salt, and sugar. The method is dissolve the sugar and salt in the water. Stir to mix. Add the oil. Pour this liquid mixture into the flour and mix. Knead until combined. Set it aside. Take wheat flour and vegetable oil to make the inner dough. Pour the oil into the flour. Stir and knead to mix. Set it aside. To make the sculpting dough, you need these ingredients: wheat flour, icing sugar, vegetable oil, vanilla powder, milk, coconut milk, and food coloring. Method: mix the flour with the icing sugar and vanilla powder. Gradually add the coconut milk and stir to mix. Add the milk and stir to incorporate. Add the oil and stir it in. Filter the mixture through a sieve. Cook it over a low heat and keep stirring in one direction. When it starts to stick together, press it and knead it with the spatula until it no longer sticks to the spatula. Then turn off the heat. Knead it some more as it cools. Then divide it in small pieces and set them aside. The ingredients for the mung bean filling are steamed mung beans, coconut milk, sugar, oil, and salt. Method: put everything in the blender and blend until it's thoroughly mixed. cook it, spread it out to cool. Then infuse it with smoke to make it fragrant. Mold it into a shape. Add salted egg yolks that have been soaked in Chinese rice liquor. Cover them and mold it back to the original shape. Set aside the mung bean filling. Set a piece of inner layer dough in the center of the outer layer dough and wrap it. Roll out the dough to the size you want. Place the bean filling on the dough and wrap it up. Then bake it. Drip food coloring onto the sculpting dough you prepare to make the decorations. Knead it until the color is evenly mixed. Shape a leaf and give it texture and frills to make it look realistic. Make flower petals to look like a real flower. For the fancy designs, press the dough into a mold and you get these nice Thai-style designs. Form the flower petals together. And attach the sepals. Take a mung bean cake that has already been baked and wrap it in sculpting flour. Shape it as you desire. Attach the fancy designs and the leaves. Then put on the beautiful flowers. Spray a little water to make it soft and it will last longer.
ไส้ของขนมเปี๊ยะวิจิตรก็สามารถดัดแปลงได้ตามความชอบนะครับสูตรที่ให้ไว้นี้ก็จะเป็นสูตรไส้ถั่วกวนไข่แดงเค็มถ้าชอบอาจจะใส่เป็นไส้ทุเรียนกวนก็ได้หรือทำเป็นไส้เผือกแล้วก็ใส่แปะกล้วยก็ได้เหมือนกันครับขนมเปี๊ยะวิจิตรนี้ก็สามารถใช้ได้ทั้งในงานที่เป็นงานบุญงานวันเกิดหรืองานแสดงความยินดีต่างๆครับ
Wow, it's so beautiful. I bet you've never seen a Thai mung bean cake that looks this beautiful, have you? And you know what? It takes a lot of time and skill to make one of these. So if you get a chance, maybe you can buy it for your family and friends. But you might not want to eat it because it just looks so beautiful. Look at it. Wow, I just want to keep it forever. Up next, our guest has played the guitar since he was a kid, and he's studied music in China, and now he is currently a music teacher. Let's go to Totnan and meet Kru Fang in English Club.
Sawasdee krab. Hello everyone, welcome to English Club. I'm Tosatham PM Samboon. Today I'm joined by a music teacher who knows a lot about music and is also someone who went to China to study for over 6 years in language and also in music as well. So let's meet today's musician. Please welcome Kru Fang. Sawasdee krab.
สวัสดีครับ
So before we talk about your career and also your love for music, could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
สวัสดีครับ My name is สานต่อเฉลิมชัย You can call me Fang. I'm a music teacher as of right now and also a business owner of some sort.
Right, so before we talk about your love in music, just a quick question about your English. How did you develop your English skills?
Most of it I just learned by myself, I think, because I just like to watch movies, a lot of movies. I learned my English from movies, I think. Oh, my mother is also an English teacher, so
right.
she also taught me when I was really young. Yes.
So another great person who is an expert in English, who learned by, movies, music, books.
Yep.
And now moving on to another question. It said that you were homeschooled, is that right?
Yes,
During
that's correct.
the start of your high school.
Yep.
Could you
Yes.
please talk about that?
So I went to the primary school, just in the normal school.
Right.
And when I finished the primary school, my father, who's also some kind of an educator,
Right.
He's really active in the educational in Thailand, and he thought that the educational system in Thailand is, well, not the best to say,
Right.
just to be diplomatic. And so he thought that he would like me to not continue in the normal school system and come home and study in our own way. So we didn't actually sit down and have like all the classes, math and physics and all that stuff, but we just traveled a lot during the time just to go out and see stuff outside of the classrooms.
Right.
Yeah, and that time I also started my music lessons as well.
So before talking about being a music teacher, could you talk about your experience in China? Why did you went to China? What did you study?
I first went to China when I was 16 years old. I was studying music in Mahidol University at the time.
Right.
Their pre-college program. And I got the opportunity to go to China to study Chinese language. So I grabbed that opportunity and went there and studied the Chinese language for 2 years.
So out of all the places in the world, why did you decide to go to China?
I think because right now the China is becoming more and more of a powerhouse. They have.
They're a big country.
They're a big
right?
country. Yeah, they're becoming more and more powerful in terms of economy and
Right.
everything in the world.
Absolutely.
So it's a no-brainer that it's a very good thing to know Chinese, and there are a lot of Chinese people in Thailand and all over the world. So it must be a good use. That's what I thought back then.
Right. So you went to China to learn the language and
Yep.
also pursue a degree in music as well, right?
Yes, yes, and then I continued to take my bachelor degree in classical music, classical guitar in particular.
So going to China, was it a lot different to Thailand? I mean, they're pretty close by, but
Yes.
in terms of culture and everything else.
Yes, a lot. Chinese people have their own way of doing things. Oh, I mean, Thai people have our own ways of doing things. But
Right.
Yeah, we have very different culture and very everything. Food and all that stuff. Yeah.
Was it difficult to adapt to the Chinese culture at the start?
For me, it wasn't that hard. Maybe I don't know. Maybe because I don't care much about the all the stuff. But yeah, it wasn't that hard for me.
Right. And after 6 years, why did you decide to come back to Thailand?
I graduated, bachelor's degree, and I felt like it was time to come back and work. Well, I contemplating about further my study, like take the master's degree there,
Right.
but I thought that it was better for me to come or to work,
Right.
especially not maybe in China or in Thailand, but I just wanted to work, not just study, further my study, because I think I can learn a lot from working too.
Right.
Yeah. So at the time it was a lot easier for me to just come back home and start something. Yes.
I see, because your family's here
Yes,
as well,
yes.
and also sometimes when you go to overseas, you go to study for a while, and then you also come back home.
Yes.
And now coming back home, being a music teacher, I would like to know. Obviously, you love music, and you graduated with a degree in music. That's why you decided to become a music teacher.
Yeah.
What instruments do you play?
I play classical guitar.
That's your main
That's my
instrument?
major. Yeah, that's my major instrument when I studied in the university. Yes.
So you teach classical guitar to other
Oh.
people, right?
Yes, and also piano and music theory too.
Out of all the musical instruments that you feel, that you know, which one is the hardest to master?
They're all equal to me. I think all instruments, you have to put a lot of hard work. You have to practice. We say you have to pay your due. So to be able to play any instrument, you just have to commit to it and practice and put a lot of hard work to it.
For example, if I want to play a guitar and I want to master it, how many hours per day do you recommend? Because there's a lot of people who play musical instrument.
Yep.
Sometimes their parents influence
Yes.
them and tell them to play
Yeah.
because it's something great to learn. No matter what instrument, how many hours each day should you practice?
Well, I think you should practice consistently. I think that's the key.
Right.
Maybe put 1 or 2 hours,
day, right?
however long time that you can, but be consistent. And when you practice, don't just go mindlessly. You have to know what you're trying to do today, and accomplish that point, that goal,
Right.
and say to yourself that, okay, I've done this thing today, and I have made an improvement today.
Right. It's really amazing what you said, because a lot of people say practice a lot, practice this much, but you said practice consistently.
Yeah.
It's more important than 1 hour, one day 6 hours,
Yes,
but
yes.
be consistent, keep going,
Yeah.
and don't just put so much in one day and then
Yeah.
leave it
Yeah.
for the other
Yeah,
days. So
exactly,
be consistent.
exactly.
Wow, that's why you're a teacher as well. Among all the musical instruments, which one do you feel is really popular right now among the kids and everyone who's learning music?
Yeah, I would have to say the piano and guitar, and also violins as well. Yeah.
Why do kids love these musical instruments? Why do they love piano, guitar, and violin?
I think the kids, they don't really know what they would like to play, especially young kids.
Yeah.
It's the teachers and the parents, I think. And well, piano is a very good instrument to start for young children to
Yeah.
learn music, because it's, you can see all the keys and all the notes.
Right.
For example, in guitar, you can really know what you're pressing on, but on the piano, you can know that, oh, this is a do, this is a re. So it's better visually for
Right.
the kids to learn.
So-
So that's why all the teachers suggest that young kids learn piano.
So being in China for 6 years, you also have your own business to do with China. Could you talk about your own business, please?
Yeah, so I every year I bring Thai students who are already learning Chinese in their school to go to China and to study Chinese for maybe a month. Yes.
just to get the feel of what it's like to be in China, right?
Yes,
And to
yes.
use it every day.
Yes, exactly.
And now for my final question, for all the people watching this TV program, can you give them some motivation why music is important and why Thai kids should learn a musical instrument once in their life? Please go ahead.
I think that being able to play an instrument is something that very unique, and there's nothing like it. If you're playing guitar or piano, to be able to create wonderful music for the people that you love to hear is fantastic. And when you see them looking at you playing, it's one of the feeling that it's nothing can compare. So don't be afraid to try to learn an instrument from now.
All right, thank you very much ครูฟังขอบคุณมากๆนะครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you for being on our TV program. And also, you just heard from Kru Fang, who's a great music teacher and also fluent in Chinese and English. However, you're going to get to see him play a musical instrument as well. So we can't wait for that. And we'll see you next time. สวัสดีครับ
If you have a passion or interest in something, don't be afraid to work hard and follow your dreams. And one day you will be successful just like Kru Fang is. Keep up the great work. And now it's time for English Corner. Let's see what Ajahn Pui and Ajahn Kip have for us today.
สวัสดีค่ะคุณผู้ชมคะขอต้อนรับเข้าสู่ English Corner ค่ะดิฉันปุ๋ยสีตาค่ะกิฟจิตตสุพางค์ค่ะพี่ปุ๋ยคะทำไมทำหน้าแบบนั้นล่ะคะก็พี่ปุ๋ยเบื่อค่ะเบื่อมากเลยค่ะน้องกิฟเบื่ออะไรคะเกิดอะไรขึ้นคือจริงๆเนี่ยพี่ปุ๋ยเป็นคนไม่ชอบเมาส์มอยคนอื่นนะคะน้องกิฟแต่ว่าในกรณีเนี้ยพี่ปุ๋ยจำเป็นต้องเล่าให้น้องกิฟฟังค่ะคือเรื่องเป็นอย่างนี้ค่ะพี่ปุ๋ยมีเพื่อนใช่ไหมคะแล้วเพื่อนพี่ปุ๋ยเนี่ยเลิกกับแฟนค่ะแฟนเพื่อนที่ปุ๋ยมาบอกเลิกโดยไม่มีปี่มีขลุ่ยค่ะแล้วนางก็ยังคงไปงอนง้อขอคืนดีกับแฟนของนางอยู่ค่ะลักษณะเป็นแบบนี้ค่ะพี่ปุ๋ยถึงว่าเบื่อไงคะเพราะว่านาง fool herself ดราม่ามากเลยนะคะแต่ fool herself ค่ะหลอกตัวเธอเองเหรอคะใช่ค่ะเพราะว่าเขาเนี่ย fool herself คือการหลอกตัวของเธอเองดังนั้น don't fool yourself อย่าหลอกตัวเองค่ะDon't fool yourself อย่าหลอกตัวเองนะคะพี่ปุ๋ยคะมีตัวอย่างอื่นอีกไหมคะตัวอย่างเหรอคะอย่างประโยคนี้ค่ะ One can fool the whole world but cannot fool oneself ค่ะ One can fool the whole world but cannot fool oneself ก็คือสามารถที่จะหลอกคนทั้งโลกได้นะคะแต่หลอกตัวเองไม่ได้ค่ะถูกต้องเลยค่ะพี่ปุ๋ยคะนอกจากเก่งด้านภาษาแล้วเป็นศิรณีด้วยเหรอคะปรึกษาได้ไหมคะคุณผู้ชมคะขณะนี้เวลาของ English Corner หมดลงแล้วค่ะกลับมาพบกับปุ๋ยและกิฟโอกาสหน้านะคะวันนี้สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Unfortunately, it's all the time that we have. If you have any comments or suggestions you would like to give us, please send it to the address on the screen. And check out our show through any of these channels as well. I'm your host, Bukrit Trairat. See you next time on Hello English. สวัสดีครับ